Hey y'all, hey, I am back with another video, and today we are going to be setting up, or not setting up, but going over my transaction logs. I need to see what I did for week 1 and week 2 of January, so if you're interested in that type of video, then stay tuned. Alright, boom. So if you stay tuned, then that means you are interested in going ahead and doing my weekly expense tracker for week number 1 and week number 2 of January, you guys. This is a series of getting set up videos, or catching up videos, if you will. Really on the cool. It's really catching up videos, y'all. So we're going to do week 1 and week 2. So let me go ahead and pull that out. Okay, boom, so I got my transaction log for week 1 right here. I have my weekly transaction tracker right there. I'm going to pull out my whiteout because y'all already know that these things do update. These things do change, all right? So let me see if I can scoot you guys in a bit. Okay, I'm going to turn it to the side because y'all know I can't even write without it turning to the side. Let's update our form right here. First of all, we're going to be doing January the 1st through January the 8th. That's first and foremost, okay? And instead of it saying date here, it's actually going to say budget amount, okay? And then instead of it saying want/need here, it's actually going to say over and under, all right? Now, for the sake of this video, y'all already know that I'm going to need a red pen in case I am under budget. I'm sorry, over budget, a green pen in case I am on budget. And then I am going to write, I guess, in this orange looking pen. All right, and then we'll grab us a marker to draw the lines. All right, so let's talk about it. I also need y'all, if you haven't watched my January budget setup video, then that video will drop before this one, and so that way you know where our numbers are coming from. But I did go ahead and pull our budget amount for right here so that we can have our numbers. All right, so let's talk about it. First and foremost, we're going to talk about the groceries. Now, for my groceries, I did give myself $900, okay, for the groceries. So we're going to do, since we're doing 4 weeks, let's make sure we're doing 4 weeks. I always like to do 4 weeks in the month, you guys, just because, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Yeah, just because the 5 weeks kind of pulls me a little bit short or thin, and I feel like that I'd rather just put those extra days on that last week than even worry about it, okay? So that's what we're going to do. All right, we're going to split it into 4. So we'll say 900 divided by 4 weeks is going to give me $225 a week for groceries. All right. Now, remember also a couple of things to remember. Technically, if I'm being technical, especially the first week of my transaction log is really off of the check for the last day of the month, because I get paid on the last day of each month. And so we're paying bills, going to the store and things of that nature, but it does fall over into my January, so I don't split that up. I hope that makes sense. All right, so technically this money would have been used with my December, the last of my December check. But since it's the date, I do count it into this week. And the other thing is that means that I cut my week short from last month because I didn't really include this last week here, okay? So I hope that makes sense. So if I was a little bit shorter last month, meaning I came in way under budget last month, was because this whole week didn't get allocated to that week, and so that money rolls over to this month, all right? So I hope that makes sense. All right, so I spent $11.10 over at the Family Dollar, $33.08 over at the HEB. Y'all already know how I feel about HEB. And then $107.63 I spent at the YALL. All right, let's add that up. $11.10 plus $33.08 plus $107.63. All right, so that means that I spent $151.81. Pull out my green pen because that means I am on budget. And I actually have $73.19 left over, okay? So I'm starting the week pretty positively, especially since we just got our first paycheck, our first real paycheck last week. I mean, Papa did get his first paycheck on Thursday the 5th, but the thing about his check was it was only for 1 week, so we were kind of extra paying bills the week before to make sure that we didn't have a bunch of bills left this week. All right, so boom. So let's move on to my groceries. So we did groceries. Let's move on. We're gonna go to my gas. We're talking about gas for the car, y'all. So the gas for the car budget. Remember this month I gave myself a little less for the gas. I gave myself $500 for gas. So 500 divided by 4. That's gonna give me $125 a week that I can use on gas. All right, and then let's talk about what we did. $39. I've been doing pretty good on gas. And actually, I think my gas is going to go way down, especially since I no longer have the obligation of going to take one of the children to school every day. Okay, that's no longer my responsibility. So I don't have to worry about the gas. Okay, so that's perfect. So I feel like I'm going to be fine with that. All right, so $39.91 plus $39.43. And that's going to give me $79.34, y'all. So yes to, baby, to the nail click. Okay, I didn't give myself a nail click on that first one, but you definitely know that it definitely deserves a nail click because your girl is on budget. Okay, come on with the green. Come on with the green. All right. So I actually have minus the 125. I actually have $45.66 left over. Yes, go y'all. Yes, go to the nail click. Okay, so boom. Now let's move on to out to eat budget, y'all. Out to eat budget. All right, so my out to eat budget. Remember my out to eat budget. I only have $200 for out to eat. All right, so $200 divided by the 4 is I think going to be 75. Divided by the 4, oh, 50. All right, so $50. So 200 divided by the 4 is the 50, right? So we went, I was at Whataburger at the beginning of the month. $15.25 we spent at Whataburger. I think that was my last hoorah before I stopped with the burgers and stuff like that. And then we were over at Boudreaux's, me and my sister. We had a sister date last weekend, and well, the first weekend in the month. And I was out with her, so we went and had drinks and some food, and I spent $12.82. I think I had some cash too. That's the other thing. All right, so $15.25 plus the $12.82, and that means that I only spent $28.07 for my out to eat budget. So I had $21.93 left over. So yes, God, to the on budget. It looks like I'm definitely starting off in a good light, so that's positive. $21.93. I am trying to be cognizant of what I'm going to the store for, because y'all already know that I have an issue with HEB. HEB basically tells me what I need to buy when I get there. I don't care if I have a list or not. Like, I still randomly get stuff from HEB, and I don't know how to stop it. If I stayed on my list and then went straight to the line, that probably would help me. But no, your girl is all in the Whole Foods section. I am just rambling around at the bakery section, just doing whatever I want to do, y'all. So let's talk about it now. Now, my last section for this week is going to be my miscellaneous section. Now, remember, my miscellaneous budget was only $300, you guys, for the whole month, right? So 300 divided by 4. That's going to give me $75 a week. And y'all already know that I went super duper crazy in January the first week. But you don't, well, maybe you don't know because I didn't converse with you guys about it. But I definitely did, because I've been buying some storage things for my house and for my office. And so, yeah, I've been kind of going crazy on Amazon. So let's talk about it. I spent $15.97 at Amazon. Another $10.81 there. Another $29.73. And then, just to be clear, you guys, you know how they split up your payments when they ship your stuff out. So no, I didn't make all of these different purchases. I made probably 2 purchases, and then they split them up as they sent the stuff out, y'all. Y'all already know how Amazon does. All right, so then I spent $36.24 there as well. I spent another $53.01, and then last but not least, I spent $23.35 at Amazon, okay? I also had a $40 Easy Tag payment come out. I told you guys that I was going to start an easy tag folder to start putting money in, but I changed my mind because I remembered that the account that it comes out of um is our personal account or our joint account. And I just feel like I'll just add that money to my miscellaneous section. If I figure out that it's going to be too much money, like it's making me be over budget, then I'll raise that miscellaneous section up. Okay, I just don't feel like it's very wise for me to try to make a habit to go get cash out, because me going to the bank is actually an inconvenience. Okay, I would prefer not to have cash. The only reason why I actually go get cash is only because for the stuffing of the videos. Other than that, I am a very much so debit card online type of girl. Okay, I do not do the extra. All right, so let's go ahead and add this up. $15.97 plus the $10.81 plus $29.73 plus $36.24 plus $53.01, $23.35, and $40. I actually spent $209.11. Y'all, I done dang near spent up all my money for my whole month. But remember, this part of this money was really for December, so it seems like a lot. I just need to be cognizant for the rest of the month because I've already spent so much money. All right, so yeah, of course we're finally going to be using our red pen, y'all, because I only had $75, so I'm over budget here. Minus the $75 I actually had, and I'm over budget by $134.11, y'all. Ugh. All right, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not mad about that. I am super duper happy though that I actually started off on a good little trail here, so I'm not gonna be mad at, you know, being over budget in the miscellaneous section. I just need to be cognizant of the fact that, girl, you are over and you need to chill out. All right, so where do I deserve the gold star this week, or for the first week? It's gonna be in my groceries, my gas, and my eating out. All right, now, is there anything I can do better next week? And it's gonna be mindful. All right, now what I told myself was to be mindful of the miscellaneous section charges. No random spending. And the reason why I feel like I'm doing myself a disservice to do this now is just because I should have knew that for the week of last week. All right, and so that's what happens when I don't do, or we don't do, our January transaction log, or not January, but every week transaction log check-in, because I need to know, what am I doing this week? What am I already over budget on versus what things still need to be done, or how much money do I have left in that particular section, so that when I'm going to the store, I'm not just dry spending and overspending. All right, so that's why this right here is so important, and I wanted to go ahead and get caught up so that I really know what to do for the third week. Okay, and that's what it's going to tell us for week number 2. So let's just flip the page over to week number 2. I can't see how many minutes I'm at, so hopefully the video is not extremely long, y'all, but if so, sorry, and it is what it is, y'all. All right, so let me do a couple of things really quick here again. We're going to switch our pens. We're going to be using purple for the writing, still the green, still the red, and we'll still use the blue to make the lines. Let's move over to week number 2. This particular week is going to be from 9/01/09, so from the 9th through the 15th, you guys. Okay, I didn't do very much, so I feel like this should be a much easier situation for us and much quicker, so that we can go ahead and end the video. All right, so let's talk about it. The first section that we have is going to be our gas section, and remember, just from last week, our gas section is $125 for the week. Okay, so I was over at HEB between Papa and I, probably $33.56 we spent, and then another $39.93. So clearly both of our vehicles got filled up. Let's go ahead and add that up and see where we are. $33.56 plus the $39.93 is going to give me $73.49, and I had $125. So thank goodness to the hand snap, I am on budget, y'all. So I just love the way when it starts off on green, y'all. I already know how that makes me feel, all warm and fuzzily inside, y'all. Because, you know, if you start off red, then it kind of just starts going downhill on the cool, okay? So, boom. So, we have that. Let me put my little happy face right here. And we're going to draw ourselves a line. All right, now let's move over to groceries. All right, so my groceries budget is $225. Now, as y'all can see, I haven't really been doing the groceries right now because we do have a lot of things already in our freezer that we need to use up. But I have had to go to the store to like get household things, y'all. So we spent $106.78 over at the HEB, and then I spent another $45.15 at the Wallet. Remember, I told y'all HEB is pretty much the devil for me, and they just basically tell me what I need. When I went in here to get this stuff, I literally was only supposed to be going to go get things to make tacos. Yeah, so $45.15. All right, and then that's going to equal $151.93 is how much I did. So yes, go to the next hand snap because I am, or nail click because I am on budget. And I actually have $151.93 left over, okay? So yes, God, you guys. Yes, God. Okay, y'all, so y'all can't tell probably, but it was a little delay. I had a phone call, so the video cut off, and I don't know exactly where I was. So, yeah, that was my man. So anyway, boom. Okay, I think I was doing the groceries. I think I'm done with that. Okay, then the next session gonna be my nails, y'all. Now I already just went and got my nails redone, a brand new set or whatever the case may be. Remember, my budget for my nails, y'all, is $250 plus 70, and that's $320. I don't know why I pulled out that other calculator. I got a calculator right here. I got the Hello Kitty right here. But anyway, I ended up spending $185 on my nails and feet when I just went last week. So I am on budget with this. Let's see, I had $320 minus the $185. So that actually leaves me with $135. So if need be, for my second set in about 2 weeks, if I need to use that money, I can, or it'll probably be on my personal account. So we'll see. All right, so on budget, I actually have $135 left over. Then we just had to get King some dog food. So King's dog food, remember I gave myself, how much I give myself for King's dog food? I gave myself $95 for King's dog food. So, and again, I'm writing this the wrong pen, y'all. But anyway, I only ended up spending $91.45. So I am on budget with this as well. I actually have $3.55 left over. Okay, last but not least, you guys, I have my miscellaneous section. Okay, so now for my miscellaneous section, remember the budget for miscellaneous is $75 for the week. So I actually spent, or Papa actually spent $9.99 2 times because he went and washed our cars this weekend, okay? And so that $9.99 is for the car wash. So that total was only $19.98, you guys. So that's very good because I needed to be on budget with that because remember last week I was over by the $134. So I am on budget, you guys. I am actually on budget for every single section, you guys. Hold on, minus 75 equals $55.02 left over. Yes, y'all, that definitely deserves all of the nail clicks today because I am so super duper proud of myself, y'all. Because you know, your girl has an issue with trying to stay on budget. But it basically tells me I'm looking good going into this next week. But in my mind, I still need to keep in mind what's going on for miscellaneous. And then I need to, everything else seems to be under control, actually. I haven't really been, like I said, haven't really been doing any major going to the grocery store because we have a lot of things already in our freezer. So I don't plan on having to spend a lot of money on that, hopefully, this week. So we'll see. Okay, so let's end it up with this. Where do I deserve the gold star? Yes, y'all. I had to leave myself a little note that says on all sections this week. Go, girl, you did that. I really did do that this week, and I'm super duper happy about that, y'all. I am not playing, so my goal is to stay on track for next week. Is there anything you could do better next week? And it's not necessarily do better, but all right, y'all. So I put for that question, I put not necessarily do better, y'all, but keep up the good work. Um, Stick to the budget amounts, no random spending. And I feel like as long as I'm not just out here randomly or emotionally buying, because again, like I said, when I have things going on or if I'm in a depressed state or whatever, I will emotionally buy things. So I don't want to do that. So I'm going to, try to be very cognizant of the point that, girl, you are only, if you want to spend some extra money, stuff them envelopes. That's just how I feel about that. Stuff the stuff you said that you really wanted. If you're going to do it like that, stuff the envelopes. And so that's just what that is, y'all. Anyway, if you made it to the end of this video, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. I'm just, like I said, just really trying to get caught up on everything. So I am doing a random selection of videos right now. And, it is what it is, y'all. But anyway, if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. And if you liked it, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Remember, I don't know if I said that at the beginning of this video, but I am trying to get to 50 subscribers. Hopefully, fingers crossed, by the end of this month, if at all possible. And so I'm going to do my part by throwing you guys some videos. And if you like them, be my subscriber. I really appreciate it. All right. And until next time, my life on a budget. Bye.